This is Texas Cold Cases from 1980 to 1985. Before we go over the cold cases, please make sure that you're following the channel. You give this video a like and you share it out. It not only helps the channel, but it helps spread awareness on these cases. Also, please forgive me for any names that I may mispronounce. Teresa Jones disappeared from Alvin, Texas on September 1st, 1980. She was 17 years old. She would now be 61. She was 5'6" and weighed 130 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 281-388-4370. Charles Melendez disappeared on September 1st, 1982 from Houston, Texas. He was 13 years old. He would now be 55. He was 5'2" and weighed 120 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 713-884-3131. Desiree Carroll disappeared on March 25, 1983 from Cossie, Texas. She was 2 years old. She would now be 44. She was 2'6" and weighed 40 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 817-729-3278. Ruben Herrera disappeared from El Paso, Texas on April 27, 1983. He was 14 years old. He would now be 55. He was 4'10" and weighed 110 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 915-564-7022. Tanya Williams disappeared from Center, Texas on June 7, 1983. She was 1 year old. She would now be 42. She was 2 foot and weighed 25 pounds with brown hair and hazel eyes. If you have any information, call 936-598-5601. Sandra Rambert disappeared from Santa Fe, Texas on October 23, 1983. She was 14 years old. She would now be 55. She was 5'5" and weighed 123 pounds with brown hair and hazel eyes. If you have any information, call 409-925-8901. Amber Crum disappeared from Dallas, Texas on December 26, 1983. She was 2 years old. She would now be 42. She was 2'4" and weighed 25 pounds with blonde hair and blue eyes. If you have any information, call 214-670-4426. Tanisha Watkins disappeared from Austin, Texas on January 5, 1984. She was 2 years old. She would now be 42. She was 3 foot and weighed 42 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 512-974-0916. Pamela Mayfield disappeared from Houston, Texas on January 10, 1985. She was 5 years old. She would now be 45. She was 2'9" and weighed 55 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. Missing with her was her brother Michael Mayfield. He was 6 years old. He would now be 46. He was 3 foot and weighed 75 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information about Michael or his sister, call 713-222-3131. Angelica Gandera disappeared from Temple, Texas on July 14, 1985. She was 11 years old. She would now be 55. She was 4'10" and weighed 85 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 254-770-5506. Michelle Thomas disappeared from Santa Fe, Texas on October 5, 1985. She was 17 years old. She would now be 56. She was 5'3" and weighed 85 pounds with brown hair and gray eyes. If you have any information, call 254-770-5506. If you have any information on any of these missing persons, please call the number listed with their case.